What's up, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, whatever social media network you're watching me on? It's the Deck Talking Devil back with you again this weekend, smoking on a Macanudo, pretty good cigar, drinking another Truly hard seltzer, and reading a book that was recommended by Bobby Hemmett, The Holy Kabbalah by A.E. Waite, one of the best books by a Western author on Kabbalah in a long time. McGregor Mathers was hailed as writing one of the better books until this book came along. I think McGregor Mathers' book was based off of the French translation, and that in itself is almost unreadable. I think it's in like 6 different volumes. Just a massive work in the French translation of the Kabbalah. So that's a pretty good read, though. Really good book to read on Kabbalah. So look, what I wanted to talk to you guys about today is the Council of Nicea. The Council of Nicea in 325 AD. Now, if you've been in the conscious community for any amount of time, even a few months, you've probably already saw the memes, saw multiple people, meme scholars as I call them, posting and reposting, tweeting and retweeting this notion, this idea that Jesus was created, Christianity was created in 325 AD. It was something that when I first became a believer, or when I first stopped being a believer, I came to believe that notion myself because the ubiquitousness of this idea. I mean, it was everywhere. Everywhere you looked, you saw somebody posting that, somebody saying that Jesus was created, or the Council of Nicea was created in 325 AD in order to control the masses. Is there any truth to this? In the comment section below, you tell me, what do you think? What was it that you first learned about the Council of Nicea? And if this is your first time hearing about the Council of Nicea, Nicea is Nicea, Nicea, 325 AD. If this is your first time hearing about it, I want to know that in the comment section below. Go and look it up if you've never researched it before. Very interesting, some of the things that took place at the Council of Nicea. Now, this was the first ecumenical council that was put together solo by the Emperor Constantine. And I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but the Council of Nicea had nothing to do with the creation of Jesus nor the creation of Christianity. It's also incorrectly believed that at the Council of Nicea, the canon of the Bible was determined. People believe that it was at the Council of Nicea where the books of the Bible were chosen. Which books will we put in? Which books will we take out? Which books will we call heresy? These sorts of things. Again, unfortunately, this didn't take place at the Council of Nicea either. The Council of Nicea did not address these issues, did not address them at all. This was not even on the itinerary for the Council of Nicea. The Council of Nicea came to address the Arian controversy. Arius of Alexandria of Egypt had his group, and they had their beliefs, and then Alexander had his beliefs, and so the two were pitted against each other, and they wanted to get to the bottom of it. So let's bring these guys together in front of the intelligentsia, in front of the religious community of Rome, and let's hear their arguments, and let's see which belief will we side with. So what was it that Arius believed? Arius believed that there once was a time when Christ was not. That in itself is the big controversy right there. He believed that there once was a time when Christ was not. So he does not subscribe to the anachronistic association of Jesus being there in the garden, Jesus being at the creation of the world. He don't believe Jesus was in existence at that time. He believes that Jesus is the Son of God, and that he was created by God to come in and save the world from their sins. So Arius believes that there was a time when Jesus did not exist. He believes that Jesus is divine, but he is a separate entity from the Father, and so he puts himself in opposition to the Trinitarian gospel of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. Three separate personalities, one person. He doesn't believe that. And so this was the issue that was addressed primarily at the Council of Nicea. They held this council, this meeting, to hear out these two different perspectives, belief systems about Jesus, and they sided with Alexander against the teaching of Arius that there once was a time when Jesus was not. And so they had everyone present to sign this Nicene Creed, which stated that there never was a time when Jesus was not, that he always has been. And Arius and two of his close followers refused to sign it under the threat of being excommunicated by the church. And so they were excommunicated, Alexander and all the other people present, because they were held, they had excommunication held over their head if they didn't sign it. All of them signed it, of course. And so we cannot accurately kind of discern how many of them actually believed Alexander and did not believe Arius. But what is known is that they were told by Constantine that whoever did not sign it would be excommunicated. And so the majority of them were persuaded under the threat of excommunication to just sign the damn thing. And they did. That was the Council of Nicea. Nothing to do with Jesus being created. Nothing to do with Christianity being created to control the masses. Nothing to do with what books would be in the Bible. This is later on when you talk about the Council of Trent, the Council of Chalcedon and the Chalcedonian Schism and all of this, where you get the Coptic Church and the Ethiopian Orthodox Church or Eastern Orthodox Church that split during the Chalcedonian Schism. So the Council of Nicea did not invent Jesus. It did not invent Christianity, and it did not pick what books would go into your Bible. This is myth, legend. More than likely, the source of it is Dan Brown and the Da Vinci Code. Hey, hit that like button, leave some comments below, share this video and subscribe. Turn on those notifications so the next time there's a new video, you'll be the first to know. This has been the Deck Talking Devil. Until next time, keep smoking, my friend.